I'll get you a live look now out of Puerto Rico with Invest 92L just getting designated by the National Hurricane Center. Things are starting to get, we got a 93C over on the Pacific side. We got a 92L in the Atlantic Basin. Joining us now is research scientist at North Carolina's Institute for Climate Studies, Dr. John Uehling. John, great to have you back with us. A long while before we saw any activity over on the Atlantic side. We'll get to that. But let's start over in the Pacific. I know you got to be watching what's happening with 93C. This is an interesting scenario where we could see some direct impacts to Hawaii.
Yeah, exactly. And it's sort of rare that we actually see those direct impacts in Hawaii, but it is an El Nino year. And El Nino years tend to have more tropical activity in the Pacific side and less activity in the Atlantic side. And so it's not that unusual to see something like this in an El Nino year, and especially with a strong El Nino like we have right now. So definitely something we need to keep an eye on.
What are your thoughts on the angle of attack? Because it's pretty interesting at Hawaii's latitude, where you go just south from there, you're into some of the warmer waters. But if you approach from the east, I mean, that's borderline type stuff. You're steady state or in a state of decay. All of these scenarios are still in play at this point.
Yeah, for sure. And as you hinted at before the break, it's sort of an axis type system. So we have a broad low pressure axis, and where that storm consolidates, where that center of circulation inevitably forms, is really going to play a significant impact, not only on where it goes, but how strong it can get. And so if it tends to form a little bit further towards the south, we could see more significant impacts in Hawaii. If it forms a little bit further towards the north, which is currently where the NHC has that X, and that's where the strongest vorticity is currently, if that's where the center of circulation forms, we might see a weaker system because it's not going to have quite as much warm water to feed off of, and the track will be a little bit further north.
Yeah, John, I know it's frustrating for folks on Hawaii, the Hawaiian folks that are watching this, but that's one of those unknowable things at this point. We have to watch to see where that consolidation happens, because it's going to determine everything. Let's move her over.
Yeah, the models.
The sleepy Atlantic, which is not so sleepy anymore. We had one that moved through, got squashed on approach to the Lesser Antilles. Now we've got the new area of investigation, and this next wave coming off the west coast of Africa, south of Cabo Verde. What are your thoughts on the overall look of the main development region?
Well, we're starting to get into mid-August, and that's when we get to start looking a little bit further out towards tropical development in the Atlantic. Those waves start rolling off of Africa, and those tend to have a little bit more momentum and a little bit more oomph. And as we get into August and September. And so this is the time of year we need to start looking out there. And the Atlantic's been very quiet so far this year, largely in part due to a lot of wind shear, a lot of dry air has really taken a clamp out of the early season so far in the Atlantic. And that's going to continue to be the case. So we still have a lot of wind shear, a lot of dry air. And so as this invest continues to move closer and closer towards the islands, it's going to start to interact with that wind shear. It's going to start to interact with that dry air. And so the long-term prospects for this storm don't seem that great at the moment. It'll be interesting to see just how strong it can stay as it moves closer and closer to the islands, but there's still a lot of factors that are working against it. So in the short term, its prospects look a little bit better. It's in a pocket of moister air. It's a little bit south of that wind shear, a little bit south of that dry air. So it has a little bit of a chance here to develop, which is why the NHC has it at a 70% chance. But as we get closer to the islands, especially if it tries to get a little bit further north and a little bit further towards the west, the conditions really drop off a cliff for it.
Yeah, a touch more favorable than things have been, but we could definitely say subprime still, suboptimal, and we're at a spot where we're rooting for some sort of weak system to move through the Lesser Antilles, the northeastern part of the Caribbean or Puerto Rico, just so we could get some rain. With this El Nino doing its thing, it's been ridiculously dry. That's Dr. John Uehling, a research scientist for the North Carolina Institute of Climate Studies. Great to talk tropics with you, and we'll see what happens in both basins. Thank you.
Thank you.